Kim Wall was born in 1987 in Sweden. Described as compassionate, curious, and fearless, she pursued a career in journalism that would take her to some of the world's most remote and challenging regions. She completed her studies in international relations at the London School of Economics and earned a master's degree in journalism from Columbia University in New York. Known for her dedication to underreported stories, Wall had a special interest in stories from the margins, covering topics like climate change, gender issues, and political tensions in distant lands. She reported from North Korea, China, Haiti, and Uganda, always seeking the human side of her stories. In August 2017, Kim was living in Copenhagen with her boyfriend and working on freelance assignments. She had recently decided to write about Peter Madsen, a Danish inventor known for his eccentric personality and ambitious projects, including the UC-3 Nautilus, one of the largest privately built submarines in the world. Madsen was known as a mad scientist in the media for his larger-than-life personality, innovative and sometimes controversial inventions, and unfiltered personality. Kim saw him as a compelling figure whose story might captivate her readers. On the evening of August 10th, Kim and her boyfriend had a small farewell party with friends, as the couple planned to move to China soon. But when she received a message from Madsen inviting her for a ride in his submarine, she decided to seize the opportunity. She left the gathering with plans to return after a few hours. Around 7 p.m., Kim boarded the UC-3 Nautilus in Copenhagen harbor, with friends and her boyfriend watching as the submarine disappeared into the harbor waters. From inside the submarine, Kim sent her boyfriend a few messages, telling him that she was safe, enjoying the adventure, and describing the submarine's interior. However, as the hours passed, her boyfriend grew concerned, especially when she didn't return as planned. By midnight, he reported her missing, marking the start of a major search effort that would soon capture global attention. Authorities launched an immediate search. Early on August 11th, the submarine was spotted in Cove Bay, south of Copenhagen. When the rescue boat approached, the submarine began to sink. Peter Madsen, who was pulled from the water, claimed he had experienced technical issues but was unharmed. However, there was no sign of Kim Wall. Madsen told authorities that he had dropped her off on land the previous evening, and she had gone on her way. As suspicions about Madsen's account grew, he changed his story, claiming that an accident had led to her death on board. He initially said Kim had died when a heavy hatch cover accidentally fell on her head, but inconsistencies in his explanation and his evasive behavior led investigators to dig deeper into his account. On August 21st, 10 days after Kim's disappearance, a cyclist discovered a female torso washed ashore on Amager Island near Copenhagen. Forensic tests confirmed that it belonged to Kim Wall, and further examination revealed that her limbs and head had been severed and disposed of separately. Investigators found that her body had been intentionally weighted down with metal, likely to prevent it from resurfacing. This discovery led to a horrifying conclusion. Kim had not died in an accident but was likely killed and dismembered intentionally. In the following months, authorities continued searching the area, eventually finding her head, legs, and clothing. With each piece of evidence, the narrative of what had happened became clearer and more disturbing. Peter Madsen was a celebrated figure in Danish engineering circles. His passion for invention, however, often went hand in hand with a disregard for safety standards and authority, earning him a reputation as difficult to work with. Descriptions of him painted a picture of an unpredictable man, obsessed with control and the spotlight. As details of Kim Wall's murder emerged, more unsettling aspects of Madsen's personality were uncovered. Authorities discovered that his devices contained searches for violent and explicit content involving torture and other sadistic themes. Madsen's internet history also revealed searches on methods of decapitation and dismemberment, as well as violent videos, suggesting a premeditated plan. Interviews with former colleagues revealed that he had a dark side. Many described him as manipulative and controlling, though they had not imagined he could commit such a heinous act. Madsen's fascination with violent fantasies and his desire for dominance hinted at motives darker than mere accident. To investigators, it appeared that Madsen had lured Kim onto the submarine not for an interview, but as part of a meticulously planned crime. The trial of Peter Madsen began in March 2018, attracting massive international media coverage. The courtroom was packed as prosecutors presented chilling evidence that Madsen had not only killed Wall but had tortured her before her death. They argued that he had planned her murder, luring her onto the submarine under the guise of an interview and then committing the crime as part of his sadistic fantasies. Throughout the trial, Madsen's behavior was described as emotionless and evasive. He changed his story multiple times, at one point claiming that Wall had died from toxic fumes on board. However, forensic evidence contradicted his account, and his calm demeanor during questioning only added to the public's horror. Many were appalled by Madsen's lack of remorse and his attempts to deflect blame. In April 2018, Peter Madsen was convicted of premeditated murder, sexual assault, and the desecration of a corpse. He was sentenced to life in prison, a rare sentence in Denmark, where life terms are typically reserved for the most serious crimes. Madsen appealed, but his sentence was upheld. Kim Wall's death shocked people worldwide, sparking discussions about the safety of freelance journalists and the hidden dangers they may face while on assignments. To honor Kim's legacy, her family established the Kim Wall Memorial Fund, aimed at supporting female journalists working on underreported stories. The fund has since provided grants to journalists covering topics that align with Kim's passion for truth and human stories. Her family and friends also celebrated her life through a memorial event, sharing memories of her infectious curiosity and dedication to her work. In remembrance, the journalism community has also highlighted the importance of safety for reporters and increased awareness of the risks involved, especially for those who work independently or in remote locations. The murder of Kim Wall was not only a devastating tragedy for her family, friends, and the journalism community, but also a chilling reminder of the dangers that can arise in unexpected places. Her story continues to inspire journalists around the world to pursue stories that matter, even in the face of adversity. Kim Wall's legacy lives on through the journalists she has inspired, the stories she helped bring to light, and the memorial fund that ensures her spirit of fearless journalism endures.